This time I just want to talk about the difference between the GXF and the GXK series of Blue Note reissues by the King Record. Hi, this is Takashi Nora from Jazz Blues Japan. Yeah, as I said, King Record started reissuing the Blue Note titles in the mid 70s, starting with the GXF and then to the GXK. I already talked about it many times, right? But this time I just want to dig in much deeper the difference between the GXF and the GXK series. And if you look at the the series GXF and GXK, I think half, yeah, about half of the titles are the same titles, GXF and GXK. I'll show you some samples here. Yep, I have some samples. Okay. Yeah, as you can see the jacket, this is obvious. Paul Chambers bass on top. And this one, yes, Art Blakey Morning. Yeah. And these samples here, two titles here, are GXF. Yes. GXF series of Paul Chambers bass on top. And Morning, Art Blakey GXF series. And these two titles, there is a GXK series as well. So they, reissued twice, with the GXF and the GXK. And if you look at the title like this one, what about this one? This is Kenny Dorham, around about midnight at the Cafe Bohemia. Yeah, all of these titles are very popular, right? Legendary, albums on Blue Note. But this Kenny Dorham, around about midnight at the Cafe Bohemia, there is no GXF serial, only GXK, this one. Yeah. But I think most of the titles, around half of the titles present in the GXF are also present in the GXK series. So they reissued again with the GXK, starting with the GXF, but they reissued again with the GXK serial. Yeah, that's what they did. And what about the difference between the two? GXF, the same title like Paul Chambers bass on top, Art Blakey Morning, the rest of the titles, which have the GXK series as well. And yeah, there is a difference, I should say. And I did the sound comparison in the past, a long time ago, between the GXF series and the GXK series. I think it was Paul Chambers bass on top. And many collectors here in Japan say that maybe GXK sound better than the GXF, or some say that GXF sound better than the GXK. And I thought, initially, maybe GXF sounds better than the GXF. But while I was listening to the GXF and the GXK at the same time, many times, I concluded that there is no difference between the sound, with the GXF and the GXK. Like these titles, Morning at Blakey, Paul Chambers bass on top, GXF. Yeah, this is GXF. The two I'm holding right now are GXF series, but with the GXK as well, I don't think there is any difference between the two GXF and the GXK in terms of the sound quality. That's what I concluded. I don't know, about the others, but I personally concluded that there is a difference. Both sound great, really. And what about the pressing quality? Even with the pressing quality, I don't think there is any difference. Yes, no difference at all. GXF, GXK, both the quality is superb, very superb condition. Pressing quality. What about the sleeve quality? I think the same, just identical. And if you look at the OB, OB of GXF, like yeah, these two titles, and as I said, this Cafe Bohemia, Kenny Dohan is GXK, but if you compare the two, almost identical. Little bit minor thing like there is a logo, I think a small round kind of logo on the GXK OB that says the history of vinyl record, from 1877 up to 1977, the year that this reissue was manufactured by the King Record. Yeah, that kind of thing, But apart from that, and the title, the series title here are different, This is GXF. With the GXF, they call the GXF series 180 series, the legendary Blue Note albums, something like that in Japanese. Yeah, because 1,800 means the price, 1,800 yen at the time of the release by the King in the mid 70s. But with the GXK, they called the series Blue Note 150 albums. So they picked up 150 titles at that time with the GXK series. Yeah, that's the title put here. That kind of thing, which is minor, right? And what about the price? As I said, with the GXF, King Records started selling those titles with the GXF series with 1,800 yen. That price, I think, was relatively cheap, to compare to the standard price for the vinyl records, 12-inch vinyl records at that time. So I think because of the start of the Blue Note reissue by the King Record, they are kind of put the kind of bonus price. Yeah, that's what I think. And later on with the GXK, they put the price, they increased the price up to 2,300 yen. Yeah, that's the difference too. 1,800 yen for the GXF series, 2,300 yen for the GXK series. But later on, King Record, as you know, and I've already talked about, with the K18P series, which I think is very, very good series, they put again 1,800 yen. So K18, that 18 means 1/8, yeah, right? 1/8, 1,800 yen. Yeah, at that time. That's the price. And as you know, the other series, K23P series, they put the same price as GXK, 2,300 yen. That's why they put K23P. Yeah, that kind of thing, which I think is minor thing, but it's good to know, right? And there is more difference. With the GXF series, if you look at the inserts, they put two inserts, I'll show you the sample here. For instance, this is at Blakey Morning, right? They put two inserts. The usual insert here, okay, liner note of the morning at Blakey. By the way, this liner note is written by the Yozo Iwanami, one of the legendary jazz critics here in Japan. I think he was the main editor for the legendary Swing Journal, one of the prestigious jazz monthly magazine here in Japan. There is no more Swing Journal, but anyway, at that time, it was the most popular jazz magazine. Yes, so this is the liner note, and there is another one. Yeah, this one. This is the kind of Blue Note Records alphabetical listing by artist. Yeah, so they put the kind of Blue Note titles with the serials listing, by artist. Like yeah, starting from A, Adderley, Cannonball, Bichette, Sydney, Blakey, Art, and yeah, Braith, George, Brooks, Tina, yeah, that kind of thing. This is very interesting. So you can see the whole list of the Blue Note titles here with this other paper put in the GXF series. But with GXK, there is no list of the Blue Note titles. There is only one insert, which is the liner note. Yeah, this is the Kenny Doham. Yeah, around about midnight at the Cafe Bohemia, right? But if you look at the inside the sleeve, there is only one liner note. There is no list for the Blue Note titles like GXF. So those are the differences between the GXF and the GXK. Yeah, but for you to listen, just the sound, and maybe together with the OB sleeve, there isn't much difference. There are only minor differences that I talked about today. But I hope you enjoyed. Okay, that's it for today. Lastly, I always keep praying, wishing you guys, family members, co-workers, everybody to be safe in this pandemic situation. Please continue staying safe, and I always appreciate you guys for supporting us, doing business with us. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.